I think the internet has changed us and is continuing to change us, but it should be ambiguous whether that is a good thing or a bad thing, and that's a very important part of this film. It's a key.
本日のMEW'Sボックスは12月12日より公開の映画エディントンへようこそのアリアスター監督に来ていただきました。よろしくお願いいたします。
I'm Ari Aster. I'm the writer-director of Eddington, and I'm happy to be talking to you.
2020年コロナ禍でロックダウンされた小さな町エディントンで保安官と市長の対立が SNS 炎上に発展、陰謀論や憎悪が拡散し分断が暴力を生む現代アメリカの縮図を描く社会派スリラーとなっております。今回またホアキン・フェニックス主演で監督されて2回目どうでしたか？
I love working with Joaquin. Otherwise I wouldn't have worked with him again. He's a great actor. He's a good guy. He's a very serious actor, and he always brings so much to whatever he's doing. He always elevates the film and electrifies the film. And he's playing a character here that I've never seen him play before. It's a very complex performance, and I'm very pleased with it. And I know he's happy with this character. He really liked playing this character.Yeah, it's always a joy to work with Joaquin.
今回キャラクターが SNS で炎上してさらにその情報に翻弄されるっていうのがこの映画の大きな展開で、さらにデータセンターが街に建設されるかもしれないっていう今までのアリアスター監督が描かれた恐怖とはまた別の何か見えない恐怖っていうのが今回描かれていたのが僕はめちゃくちゃ面白いなと思いました。改めて SNS での炎上の恐怖みたいなのは監督ご自身が普段感じられてることなのかなっていうのをぜひお聞きしたいです。
I think the internet has changed us and is continuing to change us. I think the world has changed in a very serious way ever since we have been able to carry the internet around on our person, with these mobile phones. And COVID felt to me like a major inflection point, not only in America, but all over the world, where suddenly we were left stranded in the internet. And whatever started in 2020, that's a process that we're still living through.And I don't know what we're moving towards, but that's what the data center signifies in the film. We're on a course towards something, and we're going faster and faster. We're not slowing down.
陰謀論っていうのがこの作品には大きく関わっていると思うんですけど、この作品の中で陰謀論が悪いことと描かれつつも誰かの救いになっているっていう今までアリアスター監督の中では宗教だったりとか思想がいいことと悪いことどちらにも作用するっていうのと今回はそれが陰謀論がいいことと悪いことに作用しているように見えたのでそこはすごく面白いなと思いました。
Yeah, the film is supposed to function as something of a Rorschach test. So depending on what your ideology is,what you believe, or even what your own personal history is, you're going to gravitate towards one character more than the other in this film. And it's true that Louise, played by Emma Stone, is lost, and she's not understood by her husband or her mother. She is seduced into another world, but it should be ambiguous whether that is a good thing or a bad thing.And so I wanted to make a film where it isn't so clear who is good, who is bad. In some cases, we do learn by the end which of these characters are more cynical and are more opportunistic, and are more corrupt. I feel that we are all kind of stranded and lost, and the world.is very happy to tell us who is good and who is bad, but it's not so clear. And I think a lot of these people are the victims of a system that is hammering them with messaging at all times And so, if anything, I hope that the film encourages viewers to question their own biases and maybe even question what they believe and ask, well, where does that belief come from?
この映画で当たり前のように動画を投稿するのが人が悪いのか、プラットフォームっていうシステムの方が悪いのかっていうのはどっちが悪いんだろうっていうのをすごいずっと2時間半考えながら見たのがこの映画の、僕にとってすごい見て一番得たものでした。
It's the platforms that are really winning. It's the platforms that are profiting from the system, and everybody within it who's posting, they profit to an extent. The atomization that has resulted from this system, and the fragmentation and the division, and the hatred that has come out of this is not the innocent consequence of social media. It's because social media is a tool. It's the way that it's being used. It's the way that social media has been wielded. So, you can't blame the people participating in a system that has been thrust upon them. It's also part of this achievement culture that we're living in, as opposed to an obedience culture, right? We're living in an achievement culture, which is to say that we are self-exploiting, but it's something that we've been coaxed into doing.
この時代、その2020年のアメリカのコロナ禍でロックダウンされた小さな町っていうことをもっと日本人が自分ごとできるようにする要素って何か監督もし今日本のみんなここを注目したら普遍的なものはこれだよとか何かあったりしますか？
Eddington is a made-up town in New Mexico, but it's meant to function as a microcosm for America. The situation in America is very similar to the situation in Japan or anywhere else in the world. It is something that's happening everywhere. All of these characters are living in the internet, and they are all, whether they realize it or not, beholden to this attention economy, and none of them can escape it. There is a thread in the film that is peripheral, but I think it's central to the film, which is that a data center is being built just outside of town. And that's a very important part of this film. It's a key. I would say to whoever's watching the film, remember the data center, pay attention to that. It's something that comes in and out. But it comes in and out because none of the characters are paying attention to it. They're going after each other while something much bigger happens just above their head. Big change made by big power, and they're all kind of distracted from it, looking at each other, blaming each other.
根幹は一緒なんですけど、見せ方をこうやって違うものを見せてもらえると、ちょっと次もまた次もすごく楽しみになりました。
Thank you very much.
また日本来てください。
I will.
じゃあ OK です。Thank you。ありがとうございます。
Thank you. Thank you.